This little point here usually has some trout on it. A lot of bait moving through. Popping cork out. Oh, first cast, there was a little bite. Something hit it. Hopefully not a ladyfish. Usually mixed in with the trout here. Let's throw back in there. Got DOA on a popping cork. Usually does the trick early morning, or at least a few. Just gotta keep covering water. Cover some ground. There he is. All right. Make sure that's a little trout. That little guy. First one of the day. Probably use him for bait. See if we can get him off here. All right. All right, skunk's out of the boat. Let's throw back in. Usually hold them close to these points. Looks like I'm wrapped up. Oh, no, not wrapped up enough. That was a nice hit there. Make sure my drag is set. Come on, baby, take it. Slightest little pop. There we go. That's another. That's a trout or a little red. That trout. A little bigger. Still, buddy. Let you get out of here. Nice little trout. Let's pull out of here a little bit, back up. Seems like they're holding right on this point here. So we can't get another one here. Little pop. That's it. I think they're trying to ambush these smaller schools of mullet coming around the corner. Not sure if there's shrimp mixed in, but it's doing the trick right now. Little hit. No, I don't need the little hits. I need that thing to go straight down. Something some size. It's the thing with trout. They're usually, if you get a school and you're into them and they're small, most of them are going to be small. You get the big ones, that's when you got to have a good day. Yeah, that's something. That could even be a pinfish if they're still around. Water temperature is 68. So it's getting to that point where they'll start heading out here soon, hopefully. Weeding out the junk fish. Let's get out a little deeper. Throw it a little deeper here, where those pinfish won't be out. I'll be afraid of getting eaten. There we go, and I'm on. Seems to work. You throw out a little deeper. Stay away from those pests. Another little guy. There's a trout. Figured that spot on that point will produce one. Little guy. Find that clean water. It's about our, I guess, 6th trout of the day. Nice little guy. Sometimes his buddies will be right there. Throw back in there. Let's see. Just off that point, get out in the moving water. Usually hit it when it falls. Nothing on that one. Got one more time inside. One more time inside the moving water there. This is Z-Man. Minnow Z. Color is pinfish. I called a pinfish earlier, foul hooked one, so figured I'd throw it on. It's been doing a trick. A couple of reds, a couple of trout on it today. Okay, go to the other side of the creek here. All right, give it a throw there by the point. A little break in the current, but still need some moving water. Not moving too much on this side. There could be a red in there too. Reds don't need the moving water as much. They're probably up in this grass here at high tide. Smaller ones on the edges. Go. Trout. Little guy. Again, on those points. Always got to fish the points, hit the points of the creek mouths. Until you find what depth they're in. And they'll usually be schooled up together. Just switched over to the popping cork. DOA shrimp on the bottom. Trying to see if I can get a mix here of either red or some reds or some trout hanging right on that grass line before they push back into that, looking for the bait fish. Let's see. Trolling against the tide here, the trolling motor, so my cork will come right back to me. Which means I got to keep the slack line out of it for when it goes down. Hopefully it goes down. A little pop. There we go. That is something tiny. I can't even feel it. It's got to be a little trout. Yep. He smacked it though. He slammed it. A 1/4 ounce DOA. Like a natural color with a little bit of chartreuse there on the, like fluorescent orange on the end. All right, see where your big brother is. Again, he hit it right on that point. There we go. That's a nicer one. Another trout. He's got a follower too. Now he's by himself. That seems to be through the grub for a while. Got a few here and there, but 2 casts in a row. 2 trout here. It's a nice one there. No, I was recording. Got a little trout there while I was checking out the phone. Cruising along. He actually smacked that thing. Hold on, brother. Easy, easy. Where are you hooked? You got a little red on. Nice little red. About 3-4 pounds. 19, 20 inches, maybe 18. Nice red, I believe. Big guys. Ah, nice red.
That was a nice red.
Oh, just didn't get him in the hook. Get him in the cheek. Dang. That was a nice one. That's right. Darn it. No sooner did I catch that blue crab on my cut bait that I threw back out and hooked up with a little red. Super light action here, so I don't think he'd be bigger than 20 inches, but we'll see. I think he's smaller. Nice. Take it though. Up. Quick release. Right on the cut bait on a jig head. It's actually a cut porgy.